So I'm right now updating the deck list command. But this we have here is what we're gonna be playing today. We're for sure gonna be playing one league, maybe two, probably two, honestly, depending on how many times we'd face against miracles, which are like hour-long matches. Okay. Deck list. There you go. Okay, sweet. Gonna jump on the queue, and I'm gonna go get my water bottle, and we will get started. I actually played a league yesterday night with the with the zombie bombardment deck, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I'll be right back. All right. All right, let's do this. Ugh, I think this guy plays. Um, I know if before the bans, this guy used to play Mono Red Prison all the time. So, yeah. Hey, no turn one moon. That's cool. So this is interesting. I'm for sure playing Mox. I think I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be playing one Mox and one land. The reason for this is my opponent plays Fiery Confluence in their deck, and if they Fiery Confluence away my both of my mana sources, I'm not gonna be having a good time. I just have to hope that this Bob draws me into a land. And there's a Blood Moon. Decay is what I reveal. Okay. Swing for two. And yeah, at this point, I'm just hoping. I'm just gonna hope that my opponent does not have a Fiery Confluence, because I don't think I can beat it, which is rough. No Fiery Confluence. Okay, that is fine. Give me a land. Okay, that's a land. So I'm actually going to play Mox here. Oh, I cannot. Damn. Alright. That's right. Trinisphere has text in it. Okay, so I'm gonna play the mace. And then we'll have to wait another turn yet? Ugh, this sucks. Okay, but we get to hold up Punishing Fire. We get to hold up P-Fire, which is pretty good. I did not want to play another. Again, we are already extremely like dead to Fiery Confluence already. I did not. There we go. That's exactly what I was saying. Ugh. Can we win now? It's possible we cannot win anymore. Must be nice to have it all. If they have a Chandra here, I'm just gonna cry now. Yep. I guess we play that land. Yeah, this matchup is pretty it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. That's a good target to kill. I think it was mostly about missing that land drop on the second turn. I feel like we really needed that land drop there. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. Next game. Rough way to start against one of our absolute worst matchups, but it's fine. We'll be fine. Chalice is out. Ajani in. Garuk in. Hey, the Burden one. Thanks for the subscription. That's awesome. I really appreciate your support. Really appreciate your support. You now have the amazing primetime emote at your disposal, so use it wisely. And by that I mean spam it constantly. What am I doing here? I citing this guy's in. I'm citing the chalices out. Loam is not great. Ooze is also pretty bad. Garuptig is really good. Maybe I should side out a knight here. It's just like a big dumb dude. Doesn't do anything really. Right, let's go. Liliana also seems pretty bad. Seems like impossible to cast. Maybe I should actually side out my Lilianas, now that I think of it. Nice. Good hands. Good hands. Okay, we got a basic forest. We got a Mox Diamond. I think I keep this. We'll see what we keep on top. It doesn't. Thanks, Burden One. I really appreciate your comment. Yeah, I mean, it's a variance game, so you will sometimes hit a bad streak, I guess, and it is actually sometimes just bad luck. But it is important to try to like stay on track, right? You want to make sure that you are not just blaming luck instead of trying to figure out if there was something you could have done about it. And yes, I have to say that I misplay on stream even way more than I do when I'm not streaming, which is kind of like it's one of the things about streaming, right? It's like because you're just paying attention to so many different things. You're trying to keep up with chat. You're trying to analyze what you're doing, etc. It can be rough, but still, I think it's very important to try to, if you want to grow and you want to get better at playing Magic, the only way is to actually try to see what you're doing wrong, right? If you're just blaming luck, there's nowhere for you to go. And I will probably not be streaming Titan today. I will be doing so tomorrow. Today, I want to like split my stream between Amulet and Legacy. Maybe some other things in Modern as well. I've been looking at trying out some new decks in Modern as well. I've been very interested in the Vengevine deck. I think that deck is very sweet, and it's very much a deck that I think that I would enjoy playing. But yeah, it's this stream. I am mostly an amulet player, so this stream will always be a mostly amulet stream, in all shapes and forms. But I want to, today I wanted to do a legacy stream. So sorry that there will not be amulet today, but there will for sure be amulet tomorrow. All right, my opponent probably is analyzing what sandwich they want to make themselves. Okay, now they finally figure out. Hopefully they got spicy tuna or something like that. Love me some tuna sandwiches. All right. What do you got, J.A. Eliso? What do you got for me? Got a Chrome Box. Peachy Magus? Okay, let's go get that basic. And now Blood Moon resolves. The question is, do I want to cycle here, or do I actually want to be pitching this land to... I think I want to cycle, because I'm not really in any rush to... Oh, I just drew the land, so it's fine, never mind. So I'm for sure going to be saging this. Am I actually? Yeah, I actually am, because I want to make sure my opponent cannot play another land. Although the fact that they pitched the Magus, it's very disheartening for me. Should I play a Knight, though? Is that the play? I think I want to play the Knight here. So next turn I can swing. Knight also being a 5/5, it's no slouch. Also, this takes my opponent off 1 mana. Yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah, I haven't yet uploaded my yesterday stream. I think Twitch has like a policy that for the first 24 hours after your stream, your like the content that you created is like exclusively of Twitch. So I am, I want to make sure that I don't break any rules, because there might be consequences. So I'm just waiting for like tomorrow. I will be actually up. So tonight I will stream yesterday's. I will upload to YouTube yesterday's stream, and kind of like everything will be like one day after. So this knight cannot do anything. So what do I want to do? I can Rex Sage, kill the moon, but that will actually give my opponent mana, which is something I'm not interested in. The thing is that I discarded my Wasteland, so now I can't do this any other way. I think I'm actually gonna play the Bob here. This sounds like a better deal and just serve for 5. But yeah, so this week actually I will be able to stream on Thursday as well, so that should also be an extra value this week. Oh yeah, party! Thanks, Vernabrand. Thanks for the cheers. Thanks for those bits. How's it going? Oh, actually, you are officially the beat leader right now. And yeah, everything always helps. I really appreciate you guys' support. It really means a lot. I do this because I love it, but maybe with you guys support I will hopefully be able, like, the main thing that I want to try to do is to actually get like a better computer, so I can provide some better content, because I know, and I'm pretty aware of the fact that that it's not the best thing. I am very aware that I am I am not able to provide the best quality content with this computer in particular, mostly because my internet, my computer itself, it's really shitty. I think I'm gonna get the dry driver here. Just swing for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next turn I have lethal on board. I gave my opponent 1 mana though, which I'm not excited about, but whatever. If my opponent plays an Ensnaring Bridge, maybe I'm in trouble. Chandra is perfectly fine. Actually, Chandra means they are dead, right? I missed a notification. Burner Brand, thanks for following. 2 mana. Is this a bridge? No, another Blood Moon. So they are literally dead on board now. That's what it looks like to me. Attack you. Dead. Sweet. Feels good to win one of this. So I guess our mulligan did pan out. Anything we want to change? I'm very much not in love with the whole Liliana being basically uncastable under Blood Moon thing. The Loam Brotherhood. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, this is mostly this is an amulet stream, and it's secondly a Loam stream. That's like my favorite 2 decks right now, basically in modern and in legacy. But yeah, I'm trying to like spice it up and mix things up as much as I can. So I will probably try to keep doing this kind of thing where I stream like Amulet some days, I stream Loam some days, and bounce back and forth. Make it. Oh, you like Amulet too? There you go. So you're good. You're gonna have a good time on this stream then. Because that's all we do. We Amulet and we we Amulet and we Loam. But yeah, prime time is the king here. This is a prime stream. So I am siding out Lilianas because I think they are pretty much uncastable under Blood Moon. I would need like 2 Mox Diamonds, which is just like a little bit too much to ask for. Maybe what I should be siding out is the Loams. I'm not gonna be Loam locking my opponent. What's up, Loamer boy? I'm trying out the 4th ley line. We'll see. I'm not sure, honestly. I have not been playing Loam a lot lately. I played 2 leagues last week, and I did it with like Containment Priest instead. So I am trying the 4th ley line and the Liliana Last Hope today. So we're playing against Mono Red Prison, for those of you who are unaware. I think this is what I want. I think Liliana is good, but like the fact that they have 8 Blood Moon cards, just I'm not really excited about having a double black card in my hand. So I'm gonna go with this. Swords mostly as an answer to like Rabblemaster and Magus. Maybe I should be bringing the Ooze as a threat, but Ooze seems so bad in this matchup. Yeah, Last Hope has been looking really good. This hand is so close. So close. I mean, I guess I'm keeping this. I'm not happy about it, but that's an answer to Moon, but if they Moon me on turns 1 and 2, this is a dead card. I'm gonna try to look for a turn 1 Moon. Yep. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Unless it's Magus. If it's Magus, it's okay. Oh, turn 1 Chandra. That's not bad either. Not bad either. Yeah, this is not the best opener. I feel very very dead here. Yeah, I know that Liliana is good, but it's just like, look at this. I cannot even cast her, right? And it's just so likely that they will have a Blood Moon effect. It's like their deck is mostly Blood Moon effects, basically. Yeah, I know. I know that they would. This was bad, but this feels bad all over. Maybe they'll cast the Spirit Guide, and I even have to like P fire the Chandra so I don't die next turn. Feels bad, man. I should have kept that. That was bad. I should have kept this land in case I draw a Mox. I was like autopiloting and didn't think about it. But now if I draw a Mox Opal now I will be very very sad. A Mox Diamond. I'm gonna be really really sad. Yep, yeah, I know. Uh, I'm really dead now. That deck is so dumb. What? They kept Chalices in. I mean, I guess it makes sense to play Chalice on zero to give me no outs to draw in a Mox. Actually, the other day I beat this deck because they had no threat and they kept drawing blanks. And I got to the point where I had 8 lands in play, and I played a Chalice on 3 and a Chalice on 4. And my opponent and my opponent just like scooped because they're like, I just don't have win cons. It was pretty hilarious. Um, all right, rough start. Rough start. Moon Stompy is miserable though. Moon Stompy is miserable. Yeah, no, I mean it makes sense for them to keep Chalice. It doesn't make sense for us to keep Chalice, but for sure it makes sense for them. Ooh. Actually, this hand looks pretty great. Unless my opponent has the sick reads and they turn 1 Chalice on zero me, in which case it will not be as good. It would have been nice if we had kept this hand against our last opponent. That would have been pretty sweet. My opponent turn 1 brainstorming is really sketchy to me. I think I'm actually gonna play Teague on turn 1 instead of Loam. I think I'm going to turn 1 Teague. Because my opponent like turn 1 Island brainstorm on my main phase. This basically screams Storm to me. So I am going to Teague on turn 1. Then we can Loam on turn 2. We're gonna miss our very first land drop, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine if it's gonna win us the game, right? That makes this even easier. My opponent is hardcore F6. White, green. GG's? Well, people have been playing Tess a lot online. So maybe my opponent is on Tess. Yeah, if I have the correct read and I think that my opponent is on Storm, if that's the case, then this hand is like absolutely insane against them. Yep, my opponent is very much on Storm. That's hilarious. Turn 1 kill, guys. Turn 1 kill. Because of how quickly and easily they scooped, it makes me think that they are on Ant instead of Tess. So I will actually sideboard the ley lines. B fires out, Mace out, Decay's out. What else out? Oh, Loam's out. This should be pretty good. Yeah, Tess can like Burning Wish for Grape Shot and kill the Teague actually. So yeah, for sure they are on Ant, no question there. Is Decay better than any of these cards? I don't think so. Maybe it's better than Ooze. I'm not in love with Ooze in this matchup. I think I'm gonna sideboard like this. Yeah, decay is awful, but when I had like the Containment Priest instead of the 4th Leyline, Decay was like my 60th card. I used to keep 1 Decay. I think Decay is still better than Loam. Loam does nothing. Like the chances that we actually like cut them off mana are just... It's not gonna happen. Oh, Boogie, thanks for following. We are up to 94 followers actually. Need to update this. Is this a keep? Turn 1 Bob into turn 2 Liliana. It seems like it should be pretty good. I'm just not really sure though. I think I'll keep because I'm a greed monster, but this might be very wrong. I feel like I should like mulligan for Chalice or something like that. Do I waste him here now? I think I have to Bob, right? I have to Bob here. Yeah, I think I just have to do it. Yeah. I think if I don't play Bob, I just fall super far behind. I need to get ahead of him. My opponent is on Ant. Next turn after we draw off Bob and we see our options, then we can consider whether we want to wasteland him or not. But I would suspect that it would be very important excuse me, for me to Bob there. We had the insane Soul Read last game, and we played the turn 1 Gadok Tig instead of starting the Loam value train, and my opponent conceded on their turn 2 on the play. It was great. It was great. If you basic island into main phase brainstorm, it's just like you're just screaming. I'm on. Okay, this is good. This is pretty freaking good. Woo! Oh yeah! All right. I'm going to Chalice on Zero, then Sinnet for Tig. That's not question, no question there. The thing is, what land do I play? I think I'm gonna play the Wasteland. I set it out my P fires anyway, so let's do things correctly. Let's do things correctly. Chalice on one and waste. Really? I think Chalice on zero. My opponent has nothing going on over there. I feel like if I do this, I'm just so far ahead. Well, I mean, I already played Chalice on zero, so I'm already like sorry I didn't see your comment earlier, but at this point I'm after playing the Chalice on zero, I'm committed. I'm committed to go and get Tig here. And next turn I can waste them into Liliana Plus. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. You guys are both correct. You guys are both correct. I did not think about that. I thought that I wanted to Chalice on zero, but yeah, now that you guys pointed out, I think that yes, the correct play would have been to Chalice on one, Wasteland my opponent, next turn Zenith for T, and then Liliana on the following turn. Also, my opponent brainstormed last turn and they did not fetch. So that's also important to note. Now they do fetch. Another basic. Yep, now I'm feeling very stupid. Now I'm feeling very dumb. Redundant Liliana. This is sad. I'm gonna serve first. This is always very tricky. Do I want to? I think I do, right? I just what I'm thinking is if my opponent gets to threshold, like Cabal Ritual actually becomes insane for them. So I'm trying to think if I want to not wasteland them, to not enable threshold, but it's just there's no way that I don't wasteland them here. Yep. I cannot Mox because there's a Chalice on zero. So that's why I'm discarding the Mox here. Chalice would counter my own Mox, so I'd rather use it to pitch to Liliana. Not good. My opponent brought in Surgical. Why would my opponent bring in Surgical against us? What do they want a Surgical even? That doesn't make much sense. In fact, next turn I think I'm gonna play Liliana plus again. I don't care about getting to ultimate, and I just want to make sure that I discard the most cards from my opponent's hand. Also, what are the chances that my opponent has a second basic island? Yeah. No, but again, playing the Mox, I mean, I don't care about the extra mana, and playing the Mox actually doesn't allow me to like double activate Liliana, right? So I think I probably, even if the chalice were a 1, I think I probably do not want to play the Mox anyway, right? Yeah, I think that you should play just the one swamp on the one island. I might be wrong though. We'll see. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, they discarded surgical to the Leona Plus, which very much surprised me. I was not expecting that. Bob Trigger reveals value. Now this is tempting. I think I want to be destroying the cards in their hand though, right? But this makes me not want to go squatter this turn. Do I wanna destroy the swamp, or do I wanna destroy the island? I feel like I wanna start here in any case. Let's start here. Cut them off black. In any case, I want to start on Liliana Plus. Let's see what my opponent discards. When I pitch the Grove. Again, I started on my Punishing Fire, so Grove doesn't do much for me. Okay. Now this actually, the fact that they discarded the Lotus Petal makes me think that they actually might have multiple like 0 casting cost cards in their hand, which doesn't make me excited about playing another Liliana and plusing another Liliana. So I will serve with Tig and Bob. I will play Value. I will Vindicate the Swamp, and I will go squatter the Underground Sea. Yeah. So the fact that they just discarded one makes me think that it's actually pretty possible that they A, don't have an answer to this chalice, or B, they actually have multiple 0 casting cost in their hand. It might be that I'm just like overthinking things, and that's just not the case. So let's do black, 1, and white. And now let's go squatter Underground Sea. Oh yeah. Now they are down to basic island. Yeah, so I guess that this Chalice on Zero is actually doing some serious work right now. Caracas? This is the first time I've ever seen this. That actually makes a lot of sense, huh? They are like both Thalia and Tig wreck them, so it makes a lot of sense that they would have Caracas in their deck. That's pretty sweet. That's funny. But it's the first time I've actually seen like a Caracas from my opponent, from Storm. I mean, so I'm going to attack. See what my opponent does. Maybe they led me through. I assume that they led this through, and they're going to like bounce Tig and step. So Let's plus Liliana. Play library. Discard library. And at this point, I think I am actually... Bomber Saruman. Thanks for subscribing, man. Really appreciate it. Sweet. Thanks for the support, and yeah, hope you're enjoying the content. Oh yeah. So the fact that my opponent did this, I will assume that they will. So I will assume that they will Tig. They will bounce Tig, right? So I think that now I do want to play the second Liliana. No. I think I want to play the second Liliana. I will not play this, because if I play this, then my opponent can can bounce the Tig in response, and they will force me to discard the Tig to my own Liliana. So I don't think I want to play this. I want to discard this to the Liliana trigger. Thanks, Bomber Salman. I really appreciate it. So I think I actually want to deny my opponent of mana, and I will play the second Liliana here. Play second Liliana, keep this one. Liliana plus discard Windswept Heath. My opponent will have to discard something else, and then pass the turn, and my opponent will bounce Tig end of turn. But this means that they need to have Hocus Recall. Yeah, but you see now, I guess they can bounce Tig, but they have like one card in hand, and they don't have black sources. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say that I'm feeling pretty good about this. And then this Chalice will actually come down for one this time around. Bob trigger. Oh, I cannot Chalice. Duh. Oh, but never mind, because I will... Now they need to like bounce my Tig. Caracas is a cute answer to Tig, actually, coming from Storm. But at the same time, it's just like... probably not great. Okay, now they bounce Tig, so now I can actually Chalice here. I will Liliana plus first, see what my opponent discards. I guess I'm gonna discard like Redundant Bob. No, Crimson Zenith. This does nothing right now. And now I'm actually gonna play Chalice on one, like I should have played a long time ago. To be fair though, the Chalice on zero did a lot of work though. So I don't think I'm like entirely unhappy about the play that I made a bunch of turns ago. I think we got this one. Yep. We got there. It's always such a struggle against Storm. It's always like, do they have it? Do they? It's pretty funny. But yeah, in my experience, Storm is not an awful matchup. It's okay. But sometimes like in the past like 5 leagues that I played, I think I lost against Storm twice, and 2 of those times were through a ley line on turn 1. And actually one of those times I was on the play, I had ley line, I moved to 5 and I had ley line Chalice on 1 on turn 1. And my opponent killed me on turn 1 through that. It was ridiculous. It was completely absurd. This feels like a classic 4-color Loam hand that I'm going to keep, and it's going to be insane against some decks, and it's going to be completely unplayable against other decks. Turn 1 Brainstorm. Okay, so this I am I am putting an Storm again. So turn 1 Wasteland, turn and Chalice on 0 is gonna be what I'm gonna do. Because again, like this play is just not a play that you do if you are playing like any kind of control deck. So I'm going to do this, Chalice on 0, go. The tricky thing is, what do I get here though? Because if I don't draw another land, I want to have a white source. So I guess what I do is I get a Savannah here. I get a Savannah here and cycle this coming turn. And next turn I play Cabal Pit and Bob. Yeah. That's not gonna work. Chalice already doing work. Unless they are trying to enable Cabal Ritual, in which case that we're in trouble. Fetch for Savannah. So my best draw would be... My best draw would be, I guess... Teague? No Teague. Like another Chalice would be my best draw. Okay, so we drew this. I'm gonna go get a Badlands here. No, actually I want to get Bayou. Because they want to have a green for night. I think that is more important than... I'm not going to go squatter them because I don't want to fix their mana. I don't want to fix them for black. But now this opponent seems to be on test though, because they are playing main deck Chromox. Because they are playing main deck Chromox, I would assume that they are on test. And since they are on test, that means that they actually might have answers to a resolved Gadok Teague. Ah, Elf Kid. No me estaba siguiendo. Bueno, ahí va. But yeah, we'll loam in today. Yeah, this definitely feels like my opponent is on test. So they actually have like the 4 petals, 4 LEDs, and the 4 and like 2 Chrome Moxes. I think most of this run. So Chalice on 0 is absolute gasoline here. All right. We drew absolutely nothing. Another Catacombs. At this point, I think I want to play Knight because I want to start clocking my opponent ASAP. Also, Knight represents another Wasteland that I can, get my opponent even further behind on mana. Here, I guess I get Taiga? No, Badlands. So, white, green, colorless. And Bob serves. Get in there, Robert. Get in there. Knight is so huge right here. Okay, so I can just draw the Wasteland, which is way better because it also grows my Knight. This is great. Yep. Sweet. Okay, so Tess. Against Tess, ley lines are worse. But I think they might still be better than like the alternative. Because the alternative is like decays and shit. So that's the stuff that I want for sure. I kind of don't want library. Yeah, I guess Sage destroys Chrome Box and stuff. But so does Decay. And Decay also destroys LEDs. But Sage is a 2-2. I just don't like Loam against Storm. I think Loam is awful against Storm. Library also seems awful. Maybe I bring in like a couple of ley lines or something. Something like this, like 2 ley lines, just because I don't like library and I don't like decay. But maybe decay is better than ley line. I don't even know. This is tough. I guess I try this. But like if we see the ley lines, then sweet. If we don't, whatever. So I'm not mulliganing for ley lines. Okay. Is this hand good? Is this hand good? I'm not sure whether this hand is good. Maybe you guys can help me. Is this good? Seems like it could be okay, huh? You see, why should we want to bring in 4 ley lines when we can just bring in 2, and we just need the one in our opening hand? We don't need anything else. Turn 1 Chalice on 1. Seems good. Or turn 1 Bob. I think I'm gonna turn 1 Chalice. Get a Bayou, I guess. Play Max Diamond. Discard Grove. Chalice on 1. Good, go. The hate is real. The hate is fucking real. I assume that, yeah. So tell me more about how you got a non-basic over there, opponent. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about how you got in. You fetch for no reason and you got a non-basic. Tell me more about this, opponent. I'm enjoying this story. You can't push it. I guess they can LED, that's for sure. Peach Infernal Tutor. Okay, I'm gonna play Caracas to like bounce my Thalia if I need to. My opponent might be, actually it's pretty likely to be on some kind of empty the Warrens plan at this point. Cabal Ritual doesn't do anything, Rite of Flame doesn't do much either. Mostly because of the Chalice, of course. I feel like I'm in an okay spot, but my opponent has like a trillion millions of mana. They're just looking for a payoff, I guess. I guess that this is a Dryad Arbor, right? Speeds up the clock just a little bit. Man, it would have been nice to have drawn like another Chalice or something like that. It's kind of hilarious that... No, I mean, if my opponent goes for Gobos, I think I'm fine. I mean, I have like a couple of turns to draw an answer to the Gobos. Actually, Thalia Caracas is like a sick combo against Gobos. I can just like attack, first strike damage resolves, I bounce my Thalia before regular damage, and I replay it on my second main. That sounds like a really good deal. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get a. Actually, they can hardcast Massacre anyway, right? So it's Janice Spakapan. Thanks for checking out the stream. And thank you to all of you 15 viewers right now that are checking out the stream. I really appreciate it. My name is Francisco and I stream mostly Modern and Legacy. In Legacy I play mostly Amulet. And in Legacy I stream mostly Loam. Okay, so my opponent is going for the Adnos. Trying to get there. Woo! Cutting it close, opponent. Jesus. They don't have enough, right? Because they cannot fetch. They just died. They cannot fetch. They can either Ritual or Rite of Flame. They cannot do both because of Thalia. And they cannot... This is a dead draw. Yeah, my opponent just died. Sweet. 2-0 against Tess. Rallying back after the 0-1 start. Feeling good, feeling good. Alright, I had the Chalice. Even without the Chalice, they were dead anyway. But now that you remind me that we did have a Chalice on one that was absolutely unbeatable, that makes even more sense. So I guess this is one of the hands that I'm going to keep, and it's going to be a matter of how good is Chalice on one. And I think I play Forest turn 1. This way I can play around Wasteland, and I can also play around like my opponent being on Rock Delver and being able to stifle my fetch. Nice. Yeah, the deck has been like absolutely sweet, honestly. I played it. I started playing Legacy like 4 months ago, like a couple of months before the Deathrite Shaman ban. So is my opponent on DNT? I assume my opponent is on DNT. So they're going to like start getting a bunch of wastelands, but I have a bunch of lands, so I don't really care that much. The question is, do I Chalice here or do I Library? I'm inclined to Library, but maybe I should be Chalicing. Chalice on 1. Yeah, I guess. It kind of sucks that we actually drew another land for a draw step. Yeah, it cuts off Mom, it cuts off Vile, but my opponent is most likely a Flicker Wisp a Flicker Wisp deck. And that being the case, you know, Chalice is... It's not at its best against Flicker Wisp. Stoneforge. Wayfarer serves. Well, that sucks. So now I am playing Library and wasting my opponent's Wasteland, I think. I don't want my opponent to be able to... If I can stop my opponent, like if I can make my opponent pay 1 to activate the Wayfarer, then I feel like that's good for me, because that means that my opponent is not playing Jita this turn and equipping the following turn, but they have to do like even one turn further. So yeah, it seems like we are on the same page, Lomer boy. Uh, okay. My opponent's a Maverick? Seems like my opponent's a Maverick. Which is way better for me than DNT. Got him. So I guess I will put this on top. Do I pay for the Mox? I'm gonna return this. I kind of feel like paying for. I kind of want to pay 4 for the Mox because I'm very interested in like playing Tig this turn as well to like stop my opponent's attack. So I can double spell this turn. And I can also fetch away the Taiga that's on top. I'm gonna pay here. So I'm going to fetch away. Go get. I have another black source, so I guess I'm gonna get the Taiga. Green. Oops. White and green. And yeah, my opponent can activate their Wayfarer, but if they do, I mean, yeah, I can like P-Fire whatever they do, in whatever they want to equip with GT. They get a Wasteland, that's fine. They equip. P-Fire that shit. And if I draw a Grove in the top 3, I basically win the game on the spot, right? I guess I can also Liliana minus. Sure. Put this on top. And I think I want to waste them too, so I'm going to pay 4 here. Waste you. Liliana minus. And this game looks to be pretty much over. Yeah, so against Maverick, Chalice is actually really, really good. It stops a lot of their good stuff. I thought at first that they were on DNT, and against DNT, it's definitely not awesome. Sure, opponent, you got 2 pieces of equipment. Okay, library keeps doing work. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. So I pay 3. Put this on top. I cannot waste and Loam and a Knight on the same turn, so then there's no need for me to pay 4 for this Knight. Just gonna keep this on top. Loam back. Some stuff and some things. Play waste for a turn. Wasteland them. Plus Liliana. But even if they have Mirror and Crusader, I have a Liliana in play. So Crusader is not doing much against Liliana. Unless they have like Liliana plus something else. I do not get Loam because I know there's a Knight on top. And I don't think I want a Loam anyway. Okay, now I can put these two on top. Can play Wasteland. Play my Knight. Liliana Plus, and next turn I can actually start Loaming, and Cabal Pit turns into a removal spell. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Maverick. I definitely want Rex Sage. Definitely want Decays. I do not want Teague. I probably want Golgari Charms. What do they have that I want to kill with Golgari Charm? They have Mom. They have Noble Hierarch. They have, I guess, the Wayfarer dude. Ooh, Last Hope is gonna be insane. P-Fire sounds insane. Ooh, sounds really good. But I don't think that I want Ley Lines in this matchup. Tabby. You want Tabby? I'm not even sure I want Tabby. I definitely want Swords. And I definitely want Liliana and Garruk for sure. Maybe Ajani too. Yeah, Zenith seems awful. Take out Chalice? Chalice seems actually really good against Maverick. They cannot deal with it easily, and it deals with like Swords, it deals with Mom, with Noble Hierarch. Oh yeah. I used to play Maverick, and Chalice on one was very annoying. We want Charms, and what else did you say I should take out? Chalice, Zenith, Teague, Skoos. I don't think I want to take out Skoos. They are a Knight deck after all, right? They are definitely Knight of the Reliquary deck after all. I don't think I want to side out Skoos. I think Maverick is very, very different from DNT. I don't think I would board the same. I can see boarding, like, they have things that are similar, for sure. But I think they are very, very different decks. And I don't think I want 28 lands either. So I guess I'll probably take out the Ghost Quarter. Maybe. I want P-Fires, one more card. I can probably take out one Mox Diamond. Okay, side out Ajani. Somebody called it. I know Ajani is fantastic, but I had 8 seconds and I freaked out, and it's too late now. It's too late now. It's done. Yeah, for if we lose for game 3, I'm bringing back Ajani. Yes, I agree. I think that is pretty good. So yeah, one Mox out. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, too late now, but for game 3, yes, that's what I was considering, taking out one Mox. That's what I do against Death and Taxes. I take out one Mox. Is this a keep? This kind of looks like a keep to me. And I think I want to start there. Because if my opponent plays a Knight on turn 2, I'm actually in trouble. Thalia. Thalia's whatever. But I guess that changes things, because now... No. Oof. For a second I thought I had clicked and played the Baron more for turn, and I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so my opponent is a little bit stuck on mana. So my turn 1 Wasteland was probably pretty good. But this Thalia is going to be doing work. So... Maze is looking pretty good here. So I pay 1 for Mox. I discard Maze. No. Oh my god. I'm having a rough time today. I wanted to discard Dryad Arbor. That was bad. It's fine. Next turn we can loam back. Whatever. Gonna go get a forest. Play Ooze. I'm quite interested in loaming back Wasteland, to be honest. That seems to me like it's something. Yeah, that was bad. I definitely wanted to discard Arbor, but I was like thinking that I wanted to play the Mace this turn, so I was kind of like overthinking things. That was bad. But yeah, for the record, I wanted to discard the Dryad Arbor and actually play the Mace for turn to stop this Thalia bit down. Knight? Okay, Knight is fine. I mean, Knight is annoying, but... So, question, do I think I actually Wasteland my opponent this turn and I destroy the Scrubland. If I destroy the Scrubland, my opponent cannot actually mess with the Knight. And next turn I can play the Mace. For sure I'm loaming this turn. So I think I want to waste my opponent's Scrubland before my opponent can actually get value from it. Man, I'm taking too much damage from this Thalia. Stupid Thalia. But I think it's very important for me to prevent this Knight from actually getting value and going to get it. Because if he can get a Wasteland, then things can start getting annoying for us. Never mind. It's gonna start getting annoying already. Yep, I agree that Tabby would be pretty insane right now. You were definitely right. To be fair though, my opponent has a Knight in play, so they can for sure just like wreck Sage. That's a little bit annoying, honestly. That's a bit annoying. You're gonna go with Wasteland now? Okay. So I guess I play Mace now? I think I still have a chance. Mace covers the Knight. Or, you know, my opponent cannot attack with multiple things. They have to attack with multiple things, I mean. Next turn, I'm gonna go down to 3. I'm gonna go down to 3. Next turn I will play the Arbor. And Arbor can block here. First strike damage resolves. I block Sage. I eat the Arbor. And that will make the Ooze a 3/3 and I trade with the Sage. The Sage is basically chomp attacking. That one I don't think I can beat though. That one I don't think I can actually beat. But I had a plan before that. No, I'm not using the sideboard guard. Maybe I should be. Yeah, now I don't think I can beat this, can I? And if my opponent is smart, they will attach Jite to... I mean, I'll play to my outs, but I guess I can still draw a knuckle. I mean, I guess that was the turn to draw a knuckle, so... If I had drawn knuckle that turn, I actually think I'm okay. Right? Um, the thing is that all the sideboard guys that were on Discord had like different lists than mine. Oh, Knight is gonna go. I guess my opponent can still make mistake here. Yeah, they need to like wasteland right now. Yeah. I think I'm dead now. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, we were. To be fair, we were on the draw. My opponent had the Thalia on turn 2, so that slowed us down quite a bit. Golgari Charm would have been insane throughout that match, though. It would have been so good. Because he would have also made the ooze absolutely huge. I'm not in love with Liliana in this matchup either. But well. He drew very well, but you know, maybe the hand that I kept was bad, and I definitely sideboarded wrong. That's for sure. I agree with that 100%. Turn 1 Bob, turn 2 Knight. Yep. And I'm going to discard the value. Go get a basic here. Turn 1 Bob. Gas! So much gas. Man, boy, do I love my Bobs, man. He had the swords. Now here it's interesting. Do I play a Knight? I have the option of playing either Knight or Bob. I think I actually want to get... I want to get Bob going. I think I want to get Bob going here. On the plus side, if I play Knight, I can waste my opponent, which also could be pretty awesome. But I think I want to start drawing cards. Like I'm a little bit too low on cards. Does my opponent have the second swords? They do. They do. Must be nice. Now I think I'm actually gonna play the Grove here. Maybe that's wrong, but maybe I want a second Mox because I don't have another white source now. Yeah, now that I drew the second Grove, I'm actually kind of sad that I pitched the value, because now I only have a single forest. Now they have their own Knight. You don't have another Swords, do you? There's no way they have another Swords. My opponent my opponent says, sorry man, my third swords. I love how he apologized. Oh, this is adding insult to injury right here. That's hilarious. Yep. I cannot beat this. That was funny. Like my opponent was like legit like sorry that they drew perfectly. That's hilarious. Thankfully, we sided one of our moxes out, because it would have been bad if we drew like too many of our moxes. Yeah, I don't think there was anything I could do here. My opponent can even play an equip this turn. Holy shit. Woo! That draw. Yeah, I'm basically telling my opponent that I'm dead, but I would like to know what Deluge one time. Yeah, we can play like Burning Wish or Cunning Wish for Deluge, except I don't have a Deluge. Like how the wishes used to work back then, where you could get like a card anywhere. It didn't need to be a card in your sideboard. You just, if you had any card anywhere, you could just like go ask your friend to lend you a card for this particular match. Yeah, what's going on is I'm asking my opponent for their list, because I actually I love Maverick. Sorry if that sorry if that upsets you, Loam, for color Loam players. But I actually really enjoy Maverick. I played it a lot before the bannings for Deathrite Shaman, and I've been struggling to find the list that I actually enjoy playing. So I'm asking my opponent to see if they can like share theirs, and so I can try it out. But yeah, to in my experience, honestly, playing Maverick, I always felt like kind of advantaged against Furcore Loam. Uh, there's more business. There's more business in the Maverick deck. Um, um, Interesting. In my experience, I beat Furcore Loam a lot. Maybe that is because I was running Deathrite though. It's quite possible that it's because I was running Deathrite. Also, to be fair, we saw a grand total of 0 Punishing Fires, 0 Abrupt Decays in all 3 of our games. So that's like pretty unfortunate. I think in all 3 games we saw like a grand total of 0 removal spells, right? Did we see any removal spells? I think we saw one P fire in the very first match, but no grove. So we never got to like recur groves. We never got to like we never got P fire going. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Um, that's what I'm saying. I remember winning, always beating for Cololome. Um, and I remember always beating it before the bannings when I was playing Maverick. Now I don't play Maverick anymore, really. But yeah. And does anybody know what's the easiest way to share like lists on Magic Online? Um, in any case, I'm conceding. I'm gonna. So we can move on with the games. So I will add a private chat with my opponent. So I'll deal with this later. But yeah, so we can concede and we can move over to the next match. GG's. All right. How are we winning? Even if we find a Tabby, my opponent has an active Knight, so they just pay on upkeep with Gaia's Cradle, and then Jens Kapapan Thanks for following. But yeah, I don't think we were winning this game in any shape or form. Uh, I guess drawing exactly swords for the knight, but then they have equipment, right? So even if the knight dies, they still. I mean, Stoneforge Mystic just kills me, right? Maze of It doesn't do it because knight can go get Wasteland. Tabby doesn't do it because knight can go get Wasteland. Um, so I don't think that we were winning that game. We were just like way too far behind. Okay, let's see if we can get that 3-2 glory. That was rough. That game three, dude. When I saw my hand, I'm like, good. This hand is gonna be insane. And my opponent had exactly three threats and nothing else, and my opponent had exactly the three swords. Ugh, rough, 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 rough. All right. So let's try it. Let's try it now. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that against Maverick in particular, I don't think Chalice is bad. To be fair. Okay, I think this is a keep, but I really, 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 really need to find another land. In fact, I need to find another land so bad that I suspect. Never mind. I'm going to destroy this file on turn one. Um, get out of here. Hopefully my opponent was banking on this vial to like. Land. Never didn't have it. Question now. I think I vindicate this mom, huh? Feels really bad, but I think that it's what I do. Because if my opponent untaps with mom and they also like swords my knight, if I use this turn to play knight, I'm just like super far behind. So I'm going to vindicate this mom right here. Get out of here, mom. Wisp on my Mox, it's annoying. Yeah. Bad beats. We green sun for arbor. Yep, that wisp was a dagger right there. That wisp was a real dagger. We get to knight this turn at least. That's so much less bad than if that were something else. So I guess I play second knight this coming turn. Dude, luck machines. If I had only known about that one. Why didn't I get myself one of those? Are they gonna swords me? You don't swords me, bro. Okay, that's okay. Oh, they just naturally have the GT. Okay. Okay, this is actually pretty good. So now I get to play second knight. Damn it. I thought I had click on the... And this Bob can probably raise these fellas. So whichever one he equips, I am gonna mace it. Well... I guess I suck the Taiga here. I mean, I should suck the Arbor, right? The Arbor is not doing shit. Nice. Nope. Okay, Bob. Gimme gas. Teague. Teague is not gas. Not at all. Okay. So I guess I play Teague anyway, and I play Liana minus. My opponent has 2 flying threats, so Arbor is not gonna be doing much blocking really, and even worse because this guy has vigilance. Okay, so I kind of want to deal with this Avenger. So I think I am going to play Teague first. And then I serve with this knight, I think. If my opponent blocks... I respond by sacking the Arbor and going and getting a fetch land that will turn into a scrubland. And then this way I deal with the Avenger and I can Lily minus afterwards. So that feels pretty good. It's important to know that I don't have a threshold yet, and sacking one thing will not get me threshold either. So Pit is not really an out yet. So I'm gonna serve with this knight. And I'm gonna get a scrubland here. My opponent takes 6. Play Liliana. Minus. You said one thing, I get fetched, then you get... Okay. Yeah, but then I don't have double black, right? If I do that you're saying that I don't have double black. So I cannot Liliana and do this on the same turn, if that makes sense. Revoker can't name lands. So that's pretty good. I guess Revoker's gonna name Knight. Yep. He doesn't even make me do it. Barrymore. It's pretty good. I cycle first. So I can Ledina Plus make my knights 8/8s. Swing with both. My opponent needs to jump here. I can also attack with Bob and Teague. I think I'm serving with both knights anyway. And I'm leaving Bob back to block like a revoker if that will happen to attack. Yeah, Violent 2 is what is stopping me from attacking. I think that I need to keep Mace up. I cannot do Knight shenanigans anymore. Or can I? What can I go get? The thing is, I don't want to be dead to Wasteland, Flicker Wisp. Yeah, I'm not gonna Knight. I'm not gonna Knight. I'm just gonna hold up Mace. What do you have, opponent? What do you have here? Stoneforge, yep. The good thing is that I can force the skull out of their hand. I just need like my opponent to not draw a Flicker Wisp or not draw Wisp or fucking no Wisp or Wasteland or Port is also big trouble. Okay, Bob, treat me well. Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob. Okay, so my opponent needs to double chump. Let's start here, because if I draw a P-Fire... Never mind. So let's think. I have Liliana -2. I have Liliana minus at my disposal as well. So I can Lily minus, my opponent will probably flash in the skull and sack the Stoneforge. So that doesn't really get me anywhere. Now I do have... So my opponent has skull plus something else. Now Knight can go get Cabal Pit, but I don't think that gets me anywhere either, because I minus this and then they flash in skull and I can minus Liliana, but that still doesn't get me anywhere. Arbor is already in the yard, so I'll probably pitch Heath, I guess, because my life total is so low. Second Stormforge down. Okay, I'm going to swing with this. So my opponent flashes his skull. They block. He blocks here and skull over there. So now they go to 10 and they get GT counters. But I don't really care about GT counters anymore. I'm not gonna play the Bob just in case. My opponent might have like a Wisp or something. No Wisp. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm feeling in a pretty good spot now. I feel like we got there. Feel like we got there. On my turn, I simply Lily minus and swing with the team. And I have no 5 casting cost cards in my deck, so I cannot get punished by Bob. Sword of Fire and Ice. You got it. I just wanted to show me how cool the art of the on their sword is. Sable library, it's fine. That makes things even easier. Don't even need to Lily minus. Actually Lily plus. See what you got over there. They had the Wisp. Okay, so this is easy now. So I float a black sack. Now that I know the full contents of their hand, this is pretty straightforward. Cabal Pit. Pit your dude. P-fire your other dude. And game over. Alright. Chalices, get out of here. Charms, get in here. Rex Sage, Last Hope, Swords. Teague, GDFO. And usually in this matchup, Ooze is either awful or insane. I think I want walkers though. Knuckle against DNT. I mean, I'll bring it in, but I'm not really sure about Knuckle against DNT. Zenith's out. And what was the last card? Oh, 1 Mox. That's it. There's no need to take Scoos, right? Is there any of these cards that I would play over Scoos? I don't think so, right? What would you play instead of Scoos? The Ghost Quarter? Alright. I guess we took out 1 Mox Diamond, so it makes sense to bring another mana source, but I mean we're not bringing in another mana source though, right? We're bringing in an Knuckle. Unfortunately, we cannot keep this hand. This one is a little bit better. What did they do? They mulliganed. Okay. They put a card on the bottom. I kind of want any mana source, but this is like the worst. I'd rather have a black mana source, so I think I'm gonna bottom this. My opponent, of course, has the turn 1 Vial. I can't remember the last time I played against the Death and Taxes opponent and my opponent was like turn 1 pass. Do like turn 1 Vial every single time. I think I bob here, huh? Decay in the Vial was another option, but I think I need to get the cards running. They have a Mom, which is fine. Loam for no value feels bad, man. Mox Diamond is not a bad one. This was actually not a bad draw because it enables me to like actually loam this turn as well. And hold up Decay. And Decay can like, if my opponent doesn't flash anything on upkeep, I'm going to Decay their Vial in response to the trigger. They do have the Vial. Oh, I should have done in response in case it's Thalia. If they violate Thalia, I get wrecked. If they get a GT... No, it's the same, right? No, if they get a GT, I have to hold up Decay for the GT, I think. But if they get Batterskull, it's fine. And I will just Decay the Vial right here, I think. They get the skull. Since they got the skull, I think I'm going to Decay the Vial right here. But if they had GT, yeah, if they had GT, they could have like 2 lands, and then they equip they play GT, they equip Stoneforge, and then they swing, and then at that point I'm actually in a little bit of trouble because they have like an active GT. So I think that because my opponent showed me the skull instead of the GT, I can afford to Decay the Vial right there. But if they had shown me a GT, then I don't think I can afford to do that. Don't play something great, please. Don't play something great. And here it's kind of awkward that I feel I kind of need to loam because I want to... What? So that happened. Alright. That was... weird. I think we were gonna get there though, but still, it's just like, why? It's such an aggressive concession. In any case, we secured it 3-2 by beating Death and Taxes. Let's fire up another league. Oh, so it was choke over the fourth ley line. That's what we wanted to try out. White bordered or black bordered? If this were white bordered with the old frame, I would take it, but old frame always beats it. Old frame always better. Yeah, I guess they had to go somewhere, but still, it's like such an aggressive concession. There was a lot of Magic to be played still. Alright, let's start over. Um, is this the correct deck? Abzan Charm. Absent Charm. I mean, that's a card that we could cast potentially. What is Absent Charm good against? That's the one that draws. No, it exiles a creature. What does Absent Charm even do? Exile a creature with power 3 or greater. You discard 2 cards and you lose 2 life. You draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. Distribute 2+1/+1 counters. I guess the first 2 modes are pretty good. They seem quite a bit overpriced. Spending 3 mana to kill an angler seems rough. And we are snap keeping this hand. Like, we are not even thinking about it. Not even thinking about it. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. I guess my opponent will take the Mox Diamond here, right? If my opponent takes the Mox Diamond, do I slam a Chalice on 0? I think that it's pretty possible that my opponent is on Storm. So I think I do slam the Chalice on 0. They could be on Storm, Reanimator. Well, they're actually quite unlikely to be in Reanimator. Alright. We're slamming. Goodbye, you. Play Mox. Discard this. Chalice on 1. That was a pretty good draw, but now I am afraid my opponent might be on Pox. So I think I want to Loam here. And what this does is it will allow me that when I play my knight next turn, I can actually protect it from smallpox and stuff like that, because I can go fetch a Dryad Arbor. But I'm definitely knighting next turn. Yep. Just like I was saying. My opponent is apparently on Pox. I guess I discard a Scrubland here. Okay. Take a natural draw here. Of course I get punished. Savannah, sure. Actually, should I show them the knight? Maybe I don't show them the knight, actually. Nah, I have to. I'll show them the knight. It's fine. Yeah, because otherwise my opponent might actually do me some damage. I assume they have a second smallpox. And if that's the case, then both my cards are going to be discarded. Maybe, yeah, maybe I should have actually loaned there. Maybe I should have dredged. What the f... Hello? I need to even gross my knight for value. My opponent discarded a smallpox though, so I have to assume that they have another one coming up. Or second Liliana? So what's going on? Toxic Deluge for 6. Jeez. Doing it the hard way, huh? I think I do Loam here, though. This is interesting. Okay, any other? I guess I get Scrubland, Arbor, and GQ. So I can play this Ooze into the Liliana minus. I think I'm gonna do this. Just play the Arbor. Now my opponent's Liliana is actually hurting them more than me. Should I be afraid of this? That dude has flying. That dude has flying. Is my opponent activating this? No. Nether Void. Okay. Sure. You got it. World of Command. Card from it. You control that player until your World of Command. What? What? My opponent is going deep as fuck. I guess I Loam again here. Yeah. P-Fire's pretty good. Alright, Loam, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Play 1, 2, 3. It would be nice to draw a wasteland, like to Loam into a wasteland for a change. I think with if we find a waste, we should be good to go. But Ghost Quarter doesn't cut it against my opponent's multiple. So the reason why I Loam there instead of playing the Ooze is because if my opponent minuses next turn and they actually they like have a discard spell or something, I am actually not gonna have enough mana to pay for future spells through Nether Void. So I was kind of forced into this. Nikos, we are playing Furcal Loam and we are playing against Pox, the original Pox. So it's like mono black with like Smallpox, a bunch of discard spells, I guess Manic Deluge, and this piece of art. Good job, opponent. I guess I forgot that Chalice of the Void was a card. And they just randomly tapped everything before actually resolving the ability. You got it, man. Liliana minus. Yeah, I guess I'll keep Loaming. Tranquil Thicket is a good one right there. Gonna go fetch a Badlands here. 1, 2, 3, and I can get 3 lands back. Actually, Taiga is strictly better. because my opponent has an Urborg in play. Oops. Okay. This Nether Void is kind of annoying. Like the way it resolves, you just can't like pay for it up front and then do your thing. You just have to play it and whatever. Alright. My opponent definitely wins the flavor race, and I don't think it's close. Why are they still doing it like this? Why are they tapping out? They should be swinging for 2. Why are they not swinging for 2 every turn? I already gained 4 life without even wanting to. And I still have not found a single wasteland. Damn. Is this the turn where I play my Ooze? I think it might be. This is the turn I use. Or I can just draw a Vindicate, which I actually can pay for. So Nether Void is doing literal nothing. This is the only thing. I literally don't think... I don't have an answer for this right now. This loses to a lot of things. But actually... Never mind. This is now an answer to this. So never mind. I think I play Ooze, pay for the Nether Void, and play my Dryad Arbor, so I protect it from Liliana. Yeah, but I just have not found the stupid grove yet. Which is actually kind of annoying. Like, it's been a while, right? We've dredged quite a bit, but we still have not been able to find anything. This Loam has been absolutely absurd, though. They have a waste. I guess now they can waste my Arbor, minus, and my Ooze. I really hope they go for like the activate Tomb of Rami, and yeah, they're gonna go for Lady minus here, which is fine. Which is fine. They plus? That's so greedy. I don't think I agree with this play at all. So here I have 6 mana, so I can... I don't even need to do that, right? I just GQ the factory and move on with my life. Yep. Green Sun doesn't do anything. So we'll play a Vayu. Attack Liliana. They don't block. All right. Is my opponent struggling with this? We're past blockers, right? Dude, you have not blocked yet. It just seems that my opponent is really struggling with like the way Moto works. Because that's not the way you wanted to sequence things. In any case, I guess we can sit it for 2, like get a Tig, just to have like another body in play. My opponent can't deluge anymore. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, I cannot go get Tig. It would cost me 3 mana. So never mind. Oop. Yeah, my opponent just shame scooped. Um, yeah, my opponent seemed to be like struggling with the modo interface, honestly. Which, to be fair, it's a freaking nightmare. So I don't fault them at all. um, okay, so Tig seems like it does literal nothing, so it's gonna come out. Mace is bad. Maybe. Maybe Mace is bad. Maybe Mace is not bad. I assume that this it's like an 8 rack deck, right? Like they play rack effects. So I definitely want the Rex Sage, but the question is, do I also want the Wilgari Charm? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Chalices seem pretty good. Zenith seems not good. Thalia seems okay. Ajani. I mean, the only answer to walkers is to attack them. Garruk seems also pretty good. Liliana doesn't seem too good, honestly. Maybe I should side out these Lilianas, bring in this Liliana instead. Bring in the card advantage Liliana instead of the take out the card disadvantage Lilianas. The question is Golgari Charm. This is like the only card that I'm trying to figure out whether I want or not. I definitely want P-Fires. Loam is gonna be the MVP. Library is gonna be absolutely insane. Bob is gonna be great. Everything that I have going on here seems awesome. The question is this. I think I'm going to not run it and see what my opponent has, and then we'll see what we do. Maybe they have like Python needles and stuff as answers to walkers. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me at all. In fact, that's what I would expect, honestly. Turn one Thalia. Okay. Double Decay is also pretty good. I'm definitely pitching Arbor to low to. Oh, they have a discard spell. Never mind. And they kept the card on top too. Yep, Thalia would have been pretty sweet on turn one. I'm gonna play one of these Moxen just in case my opponent has Cabal Therapy. And I'm gonna play the land that they know about. But I don't want to like be discarding cards willy-nilly against a full-on discard spell deck my opponent has. Wasteland. You got it, opponent. Elixir of Immortality. More Moxen. Do I even care about this? I don't think I do. I wonder what the point of this is. So my hand right now, it's very much on the not good enough side of things. Do I decay this for value? Nah, I don't think so. So I guess I should have thought about this last turn. They actually do struggle quite a bit to deal with my artifacts, while they can actually deal with my lands. I was thinking, well, okay, if they have Wasteland, I don't care because I can just go ahead and fetch a basic. But I totally forgot that Smallpox makes you sack lands. I'm holding on to that one. Spawning pool. The black. All right. So I think at this point I am going to play around another Smallpox. Also, this is a colorless land that does not allow me to cast Decay, so I definitely want to be casting some Decays in the near future. Oops. Chalice on one. Your go. At this point, the only thing I'm really afraid is like Ratchet Bomb, for example, would be insane right now. I can't even decay it on time because they can just like play it and pop it. I don't even think if I should be playing around something like that, but explosives on 0 would also be insane. But at least I guess this can play around explosives on 0 if I want to. Did I set out one of my Mox and I did not? So there's still one Mox in there. Is it worth it to play around explosives on 0? There's no way my opponent has explosives, right? There's just no way. If they have something, they have Ratchet Bomb. Spawning Pool. I didn't even know this was a card. It turns into a 1/1 that regens. That's hilarious. Alright, that's not a bad draw. Lands are good. Loam would be the absolute nuts. Loam would be the absolute nuts right now. I guess I cycle. And draw. Ta-dun, ta-dun. Basic first, sure. Ooh, the 1/1 skeleton is gonna start getting in there. That land is so bad. It's so bad. When do you run this over copies of Mishra's Factory is what I don't understand. So here I guess I'm going to discard the Chalice. Dark Rit. I'm not sure about that Smallpox. I mean, I just feel like I'm ahead on board right now, right? I just feel like I'm ahead. And I still don't see the point of this. Oh, please attack me. Oh, please attack me. Oh, yeah. My opponent is really struggling. Poor guy. They are really having a bad time over there. The model interface is getting to them. Nether Spirit, this card is so badass. Creature in your graveyard, you return it to the battlefield. Yeah! This card is so much gas. I used to love this card when I was a kid. I used to love that card. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, question here. Do I play further into Ratchet Bomb, or do I just like eat it and just... I think I just played land now, right? At this point it's just... At this point it's just what it is. I think the ooze is still in, isn't it? The ooze is still in. Bug me. Do I care? I literally don't care. You're fine. You've bugged me. The only card that I will probably miss is the Barrymore. Okay. So I'm gonna be P-firing the factory after the attack. And I'm going to take 2 from the spirit. Sure. I'm just gonna play it to like trade with the spirit, I guess. What should I get here? Savannah. I'm not even happy that I'm trading with this elixir. But I just want to have a clock on my side. I'm just giving my opponent too much time to draw like their stupid grindy engines. Wasteland. I guess they were sandbagging that one until they had a target, which would make sense. There's only one grove. The ugly grove is the one that's gone. I'll take 2 here. I'm just not drawing business, huh? Just not drawing business. Excuse me for 1 second, my wife is calling me. I'll be right back. Excuse me about that. Wife emergency. We're back though. I don't swing. This can regen itself. Apparently she lost her wallet and she was trying to figure out if she left it at home. In any case, is my opponent's deck good? If my opponent's deck is actually good, it seems like something that I would be interested in. I actually really liked like those kind of like Pox, but with Loam kind of decks that were running around right before the Shaman banning, and they were running like the full 4 chalices. They were running Loams, and they were running like Living Wish, so you could go get Dark Depths from the sideboard, so you could like combo depths them. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet. I never got to actually play that deck, but it definitely looked pretty awesome. So what's the life total at which okay, so my opponent does not really understand how this matchup works. I guess you're not gonna name Loam. My opponent is really into that whole card disadvantage business. They really are. But yeah, if you're playing against Loam, do not bring in this card. Just don't bring in this card. This card is absolutely unplayable. I mean, I guess that this card is okay in like against Tess. I imagine that's what they are playing this for. But against this, no, here is absolutely unplayable. Yep, my opponent got my Loams, and it just doesn't matter. And I love that this card is like, it's never actual card advantage. Taking it. Is this game over or what? Is this game over or what? It's like, even with the current board state, probably naming Punishing Fire would have been better for them than naming Loam. I guess that they just like snap loose to Loam. So that maybe is the reason why they name Loam. But just like bringing in Lost Legacy just because of Loam is just like, ugh. Even Surgical is not great, but Surgical is better than this. Costs 3 mana too. He's back. This guy is kind of hilarious. I love that guy. Love that guy. Okay. Boop. Oh, we seal to this one. And he fired that one right there. Yeah, that one. Kill it. It would be nice to draw a news now, I guess. Just eat that spirit. But for the low price of giving my opponent 1 life and... I guess Cabal Pit will be useful down the line. Alright, so apparently there's been an emergency and I will have to cut the stream a little bit short. So I will finish this this match, and then I'll probably have to cut the stream. I really apologize. I will try to like finish this league up later today, but apparently my wife Dee could not find her wallet, and is gonna need me to go and get her some money basically, which is unfortunate. Driver's gone now, right? Yeah. Each player discards a card. You got it, my friend. They know that I have a Wrap Decay in hand, right? They saw the decay. I know. Stupid real life getting in the way of the magic. So I feel super smart because I saved the decay for all this time. And I guess that P-Fire is coming back to hand. At this point, I guess I want a thin. What do I want though? Do I want a red? I guess I can get any source, right? I guess it value. My opponent just they have had enough. All right, we were gonna draw Garruk. yeah, game is over. All right, yeah, sorry guys, I really apologize for this. I will get back later today, I promise, but I will have to go solve this first. Hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.